Like every normal player, I don't want to have my resources wasted. So today I'm going to talk about the epic versus rare gear and what worth spending in Capybara Go. First thing first, how do epic items differ from the rare? We have to actually go over this and see the difference. Now there is also legendary gear, but I'm not at this point where I can actually have legendary gear. Maybe further in the game I'm going to have some and make comparison between maybe the legendary epic gear. I have some charts about legendary gear, but this is not enough, so I'm going to directly jump over my gear. So here I have epic, I have one rare, and I have a blue one. Now the blue one is maybe not that strong. I think first is a great, the common. After this is the great, rare, and we end up with the epic gear. So I'm going to compare my hammer, rare hammer, against my spear. So first thing I notice over the hammer is giving some damage, of course. Global attack 10%. I'm going to go over the epic. So see the difference in the epic. Attack have a chance to poison the enemies, and boy oh boy, in Capybara Go, poison effects stack and they're absolutely crazy. With absolutely crazy ticks. So poison, I'm huge fan of the poison. First time when the poison was presented in my stages when I was playing, I was like, poison. Normally in the games, the other games I have played, poison effects are very small damage, but not in Capybara Go. So here attack have a chance to poison the enemies. Basic attack restore 10 extra rage, global attack 25%. Now here's the thing with the rage, I really hate when the enemy boss hit before me. I mean, when you face some boss and you know the bosses always hit before you with their rage skill. So with this spear, Shadow Lens, I'm getting this advantage on my side. Also, I have a chance to do poison effect. Absolutely great. So the difference, as we can see here, is on one side we have just global attack. Here even the global attack is better, but we have something in extra. And I'm going to show you this one, magic ring. After every 3 runes strikes all enemies with 2 bolts. So every three runes is getting this lightning bolt, which is absolutely crazy. If I compare it to maybe some other ring, maybe this one, as you can see, okay, this one is a great one. It's not a rare. So you get the idea. In the epic gear, you may actually start having some extra spells, like poison effects, like lightning. Here we have basic attack have a chance to restore 10% of worst HP. Absolutely brutal. So definitely you want to go and upgrade the epic gear. And here's the thing, at the beginning, just, you know, when you go on the stages, you start fighting around the stages. My suggestion is just go and clear the stages and boost these stats here. These stats, and at some point you're going to have enough. You're going to become maybe Elite 1, Elite 2, Elite 5. And here you're going to get some extra damage, HP, and defense. And try again to actually succeed. The main point is save your resources for leveling up those artifacts. Since enhance is consuming like 33, of course it's way more from the 2 on this rare hammer, but this one is level 1 to 10. This one we're talking about 11 to 20, so I already have like 10 levels in front. So I think it's going to be more expensive, that's correct, but definitely I think the epic gear is the way to go. And this is the biggest difference between epic and rare, which give better stats for combat. Now on point of stats, we already talked about global attack. The only thing that I can actually compare right now is the global attack. And Here we have also deals 164. Here is 220. But again, I actually level up this artifact, so I'm not quite sure this is actually leveled up. It's level 4. Till the hammer is level 2. It's going to be close on this point, but the rest of the attributes over the epic gear is way better. Should you prioritize rarity or levels? If you start, for example, with because normally at the beginning I think you're going to start with this thing, nomad sword, and if you go and level up this sword, you know, at some point you decide to invest in this sword, even though that this is the first weapon you're going to have. Compare the stats. This is pretty easy, but here's the thing: just save everything. Fight with this sword as long as you can till you actually start opening some gear, and the gear can actually come from different places. For example, from this type of chest you can actually get either pieces, arcane cloak shard, that is going to, you know, getting enough shards is going to be you're going to get the item. So this is how what I can say to this question. How to check the base gear stats is the other question I have. Is you just click over this and you're going to see basic stats, attack, some attack, counter rate. Some of the gear is going to have something in extra. Here is 6% counter rate. Here we don't even have counter rate. So I'm expecting in future these stats to actually get increased and maybe be presented with the new stats in the legendary gear. Again, I don't have any legendary gear. Currently I'm collecting shards, and I'm really excited to see what the legendary gears is going to be, but definitely compared to the stats, it's way better. Are amulets or weapons more important? I don't think there is a maybe there is. Okay, attack weapons is in my opinion more important, and here's the thing why. It strongly depends what kind of gear you're going to get. I mean, if we are talking about end game with the latest legendary gear, maybe there is going to be difference there, and you can clearly pick one of these stats. But in case like this, just the one that is giving you better stats for your progress in Capybara Go. I think this is how the things are. It strongly depends what each item are giving. When should you upgrade a rare item? Well, as you can see, even having this giant hammer, and I have this hammer for some time, I didn't put anything on him because I was looking to get an epic gear. And by having an epic gear, you have these extra stats there, extra spells, and I think this is the main focus that I did with my gear. What is common mistakes in gear upgrades? And here is the thing: the common mistake is, right now I have some gear, right? But I have this this chest that is common. Some people may actually decide to invest. Don't invest in something. This is maybe the biggest mistake. Don't invest in something that most likely you're not going to use, or you're going to change soon. This is what I can say as a mistake, but you don't know where you're going to change it. As you can see, I'm still with this one. So maybe I'm going to change it soon, maybe not, but it's still the common gear is on my hero. So there is no clear answer, but definitely WoW levels should not actually receive big investments. What's the best all around weapons? Well, this is right now I cannot actually answer this question because I really don't know. But you can write it in the comments below which weapon is your favorite one, and why. Of course, what kind of crazy spells this weapon is giving. I'm curious to know. And I'm going to try to keep this video short. I really hope this gives you some good overview over the difference between the epic and rare gear, and why I wait till I get epic gear to actually invest a little. Now some people who have a legendary gear maybe is going to say, yo, invest in legendary, don't go on the epic gear. But for me, at this current stage of my gameplay, I feel I see great future in investing in my, for example, this weapon that is applying a poison effect, have a chance to apply poison effect, and the rest of the epic. I didn't actually invest in this one. Of course, I'm going to enhance it, but keep in mind, this thing is not easy to get. This 200 at the beginning of every game, you're going to have these hypes getting a lot of different stuffs. I don't have blueprints to actually ascend this one, but yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, like, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.